Hey everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All righty. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to wait a couple of more, wait a moment or two for other people to join on. Hi, Christy. Hi, Tara. Thanks for coming. Reseller Retail, hi. Thank you for coming. I hope everyone is having a great Saturday. It's freezing here in South Jersey. What you up to today, Chrissy? I know are you shopping? Are you calling me while you're on the road? Because you know how you like to do. Let's see. Oh, man. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to get started. And I want to welcome you guys to another episode of Fast 15. And today, my very special guest is Miss Shannon Lees. And let me bring her along. Hey, there she is. Let me bring her in. I've sent out the request. You should see it. Oh, you're not even out in the street, huh, Christy? I'm so proud of you. There's Miss.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? I'm good.
Good.
Cold, good.
Pardon?
Cold but good.
Yeah. Where are you at? What part of the country are you in?
I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Wisconsin.
Oh, you got real cold. Okay, I have baby cold.
Yeah. It's normal for us. So
What is that up in the corner? Is that you've got something that is obstructing your camera?
oh,
There you go.
probably makeup brush. I'm in my closet right now. So
Oh,
the
okay.
only place in the house I can get peace and quiet from my son, and he wants to pop his head in, so I decided to hide in my closet today.
Well, listen, I don't have to worry about the sun. My grandson's not here today, but I had to lock my dog in the office because I'm expecting UPS and she'll go barking crazy. So
Yeah.
I understand the whole hiding of it all. All right. Well, listen, we're going to get started. This is Fast 15 for a reason because everyone's time is valuable. So I know we jump on here for a little a little chit chat, a little get together, get to know my guests. So today you're in the hot seat. It's not hot though.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you 10 questions, and then at the last, I ask you 5 rapid fire questions where you answer either or. And in between then, after the 10 questions, probably, we'll stop and we'll ask anyone if they have any questions for you.
Okay.
And I believe, guys, I don't know how to do it yet, but I've been instructed at the bottom of your screen, there is a question mark in a circle. If you hit that and ask your question, then I'll be able to let Shannon know and it can move along. Hi, Michelle. Let me say some quick. Okay, so we've got, there you go. Look we've got a question already.
Oh, wow.
Y'all know what I'm going to ask her, and y'all got questions already. Look at y'all. All right, so Shannon, question. Let's start off with what industry are you in?
Well, previous to this, I went to school for business, marketing, and also fashion.
Okay.
30 years in retail. And
okay.
Then I met my husband, got married, moved, and I was looking for something to do, but working conventional hours doesn't work for us because we do still have a small child at home. So
okay.
Yeah.
So you're reselling now then? That's what
Yes.
you're okay. Oh, awesome. Okay. And how long have you been reselling and what platforms?
I've been reselling for about 2 years now. I'm on Mercari, Poshmark, and eBay.
Okay.
So it's been fun. It's been challenging because it's very different from being in a brick and mortar store versus, say, you're doing everything now. So
What's your favorite platform? If you have a favorite, what's your favorite one to?
oh, my bread and butter is my Poshmark all day long.
Okay.
That's my jam right there. You know, I have loyalty, and just that's my thing. eBay would come in a close second. Macari, you know what? We do our thing on Macari,
Okay.
but it isn't like a Poshmark or eBay that, you know, that's our jam around here. So
Right. I tried Macari once for like a little over a month, and I had put quite a bit of items up. I got likes or whatever, or waves, not a single solitary dime.
yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm closing a grand opening, grand closing.
Right. It's a very finicky platform. If you, and it's very it you have to have a certain flair for it. It isn't for everybody. It isn't a Poshmark.
Right,
It isn't an eBay where you can kind of navigate through things. You're just
right.
left free floating at that point. So
Okay. But it's still a good platform to have in your repertoire. I'm a huge fan of not keeping your eggs all in one basket
exactly.
and diversifying across the platforms. Okay. So how did you come up with your name?
Frugal Socialite, I just felt like, okay, I wanted to open, that wasn't my original name. It's been changed since I've been on the platform. But I was like, okay, I just wanted to create a closet that everybody can shop in. It isn't just luxury, and it isn't just lower end stuff. It's just like a menagerie of things, if you've ever been through my closet. And I just wanted to have something for everybody and not just single anybody out on the platform.
Gotcha. And I love your logo. Your logo
Thank
is
you. I had a
fantastic.
actually knew my logo, so she did.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
I actually had another posher do my
Oh, okay.
she did a wonderful
Oh,
job.
she did a wonderful job. I love your logo.
Thank
And it speaks, it's fashion.
you. Hmm.
And to me it's a little bit of throwback as well. So you get that the vintage glam of it all. So it's very nice. Okay, so now let me ask you we've left 2020, we're in 2021. Everybody is hoping for a better year. What were either one or what type of challenges, if you had any, last year working through a pandemic and trying to do your business?
Well, right now, my son has been home because he is autistic. So
Okay.
right there in and of itself, that is a challenge to try to homeschool a disabled child. So that in and of itself was a thing. And also too, I caught COVID. I got COVID, so I was sick for a while,
Oh
and
no.
recovering 2 months later from it. So, but my husband, I'm telling you, he was Superman. He jumped in. He knows
Wow.
my business when I'm away. He could tell you, he could navigate himself through the platform. So that was a blessing right there, to be able to
Wow.
have a husband to back me. And so I didn't touch anything during that time. I was quarantined to my bedroom for almost a month. um
Wow.
it was a blessing by God that my husband, said, don't worry about it, I'm gonna take the helm of things. He did everything.
That's awesome. And I'm so glad that everything turned out so well for you, and that you're even, here to talk about it,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
this is unlike anything else that that most of us, I mean, that I've ever dealt with in my lifetime. I've never seen a pandemic before. And the fact that it's touching everybody in so many different ways. But I'm glad that you came through. That's
I,
awesome. And yay to your hubs.
I,
Your hubs for, stepping up and doing what he did. That's awesome. I mean, it's awesome to have help and to have a support system like that. So that is great. Michelle, who is courageously thriving, she says her daughter is on the spectrum as well, and along with Asperger's, high functioning, and is a senior. Oh, where did it go? A senior this year. That's
Oh, okay.
good.
Okay, my son's 11. Yeah, we just went into our first year of middle school. He's high functioning, high strung at times, a little bit hyper.
Mhm.
We we roll with the punches around here, and then I have my older 29-year-old. So
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. So yeah, you definitely had some challenges, but you made it through. So that's awesome. Let me ask you, what is, and if you have more than one, that's fine too. But what is your favorite category or items to sell?
oh goodness, purses. I'm a purse girl all day long.
I was getting ready to
Love
say for me, it's
purse.
purses.
I love, 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 love a good purse. That's my jam right there. I love just a handbag. A handbag just makes you feel sexy. Like you can't tell me nothing with a good
When you
handbag.
got it, yeah. And it's so funny that we're both fans of, that's our favorite thing to sell. I have a video that I completed that'll go up on my YouTube channel. I did my first mystery box of vintage handbags from Jomar. And I've got some really nice pieces. So handbags,
See,
hands down. What did you say?
I'm gonna have to stop over there. I love a good handbag. I can't resist it.
And this they don't keep them on the site long. When you get if you're not already signed up to them, I definitely recommend signing up to them, because when those emails come, you got to jump on it.
Hmm.
But I was because I've been stalking them for a couple of months now,
Okay.
and I was fortunate enough to get one. So, and I've got some really nice bags in there, so I'm very pleased. But okay, so we both love our handbags.
Yeah.
So what's the worst thing that you like selling? I mean, I'll sell it because it is good money, but
I really don't have a thing that I don't like selling. I
that's good.
and because it's like every piece that I try to pick has its own unique flair to it, something that's gonna want to bring some people to the closet and come
Hmm.
shop with me, and every piece is handpicked by me, and like I said, I just want to have that flair. That's something that nobody really else has, or it's in limited supply that
Okay.
that want to stay with me. So
How have you handled sourcing through this pandemic? I know a lot of a lot of the places, like for example, I tried last year one time and couldn't get in. I've only been to Source once. I have not stepped foot inside a Goodwill or anything like that all of last year. Now it helps that I have a whole room full of merchandise. However, if I had to go get merchandise, I would have been upset. How did you handle that through the pandemic? How did you source?
well, at the end of my driveway is St. Vincent de Paul here. So I walk less than 50 feet off my property and onto the Paul. So it's no problem. And I go during certain times, and I have an inside person. My mother-in-law works there. So I call over and say, there? She'd be like, no, just come over right now. Or I've taught my mother-in-law certain brands to look out for before they even
Right.
store. And I'll say, okay, pick these brands up for me. And I'll come in and look at them. Is it in good condition? If so, I'm on my way, walk out the door real quick and walk back out.
Well, now that is a good hookup to have.
Yeah. So,
Oh, well, that's good. That's good that you didn't have, yeah, because that's one thing. A lot of resellers. I stopped selling clothing, so I mean, I'll sell little pieces here and there, but I'm not sourcing for clothing. In fact, I am putting together some inventory boxes to put up on Poshmark that I'm going to try to get up by tomorrow. But I, if I was selling clothes, I wouldn't mind a hookup like that. So
it's
you got,
wonderful.
yeah, that is wonderful.
I, I don't have to go out of my way. There is a Goodwill here. I moved from a major town. Milwaukee is a major town in Wisconsin, and then
Okay.
to Sheboygan, Wisconsin, which is quite a bit smaller than Milwaukee. I've always
Okay.
grown up in a big city, but you know, I've managed to find stuff here and find nuggets, and you know, and when you come across them, it's like, oh, you know, you almost get this feeling like you feel guilty because it's like, okay, I know this is for this amount. I'm gonna go and flip it. So it's
Right.
wonderful here. So
Good. Now, what on any platform, you say you've been reselling for 2 years. What has been your best sale to date? Your best sale ever?
oh goodness. I've had a couple like that. I had a Jimmy Choo bag that I recently sold.
Wow.
I've
Wow.
a hand beaded oh, what is the name? I can't remember the name. It escapes me right now. That was one of my biggest that was my first biggest sale is a hand beaded dress from London. So
Ooh.
yeah, you can't
And
even
you sold that on Poshmark?
sure did.
Wow. Wow. I know for me, well, I started on eBay in 2004. And one of the first things that I sold by complete accident was a pair of John Fluvog
Hmm.
shoes. And well, then you're familiar. You know, I had no idea that they had a cult following.
Yeah.
And I was just happy to get, I think I paid $7 for them.
Hmm.
So I was just happy to be able to get $21,
Hmm.
right? Because I'm like, okay, they, you know, and I think those things sold for they sold for like 100. It was either $174 or $176.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was stunned. And back then there was no free ship or anything like that. Like, and they paid shipping. I
Yeah.
was like, whoa. I'm in. I'm hooked. I'm all in. So all right. So let me see what else. What next? Let's ask who's got a question for you. And oh, thank you, Tara. She did me a test. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I did say I was going to ask questions after I got these ones out. So let me stick to my notes here. Now let's see here. Okay, I've already asked you which one. So you're okay. So you've been on the platforms. You've been selling for, like you've mentioned, 2 years. What is one piece of advice you would give a brand new seller or your brand new self if you were starting tomorrow?
The biggest piece of advice I would give is just be authentic. Don't compare what other people are doing on the platform because you don't know their day to day or their ins and outs on the platform because it's so hard to. I know when I started and I saw all these people selling all this stuff and they're selling stacks, and then I'd say once in a while I would get like a one item here that would sell, one item there that would sell. I would get so frustrated and be like,
Hmm.
well, what's the matter with me? I have all this knowledge, what am I doing wrong? And yes, there's things that I'm still learning along the way.
Right,
um to not compare yourself. Just be you. Have your flair, have your authenticity, be your best self. It's mental.
right,
The beginning is
right,
mental. It's all mental.
right.
And as you go, you're gonna learn what you need to know. If you surround yourself with beautiful people, surround yourself with authentic people, that is the biggest thing I could ever give to anyone that's just starting out. And also if it was myself again. So
Oh yeah, and that's the beauty too of Poshmark. Poshmark is such a beautiful community. You meet, you just meet so many good people that that want to help you, that will help guide you, and that's one thing that I do appreciate about the platform. Because when I came on, I stumbled on here by mistake, and did all kind of nonsense and still managed to sell some things, but just not knowing. And then, people will come in and they, steer you in right directions or whatever. So yeah, I definitely appreciate that as well. Let's see here. I already asked you that. Now, do you have, I'm sure you do, you just give one of your goals for your business for 2021.
Oh, just to get out there, because normally I'm very silent. Typically, I'm very shy if I don't know you. And there's people that I've met along the way that they know me, that I'm this larger than life personality. But to just get out there more and to because right now I'm just a little bit out of my element here. Typically, I don't go on Zoom. I don't do any of that. I don't like to do that. But just to really step out in faith this year and just say, okay, show people who
Well,
you
I'm so glad you decided
are.
to share and step on out with me. So yeah, I understand, sometimes, especially doing new things, it can be a bit intimidating.
You're right.
But that box, whenever you're ready to jump back in that box, it's right there waiting for you. But you're not going to jump back in. You're going to keep on growing.
Yeah.
Because again, you've got, for being in the industry as long as you've been in the industry in retail, I know you have mad knowledge and mad tips to
Yeah,
share.
I have secrets and tricks and everything. And when I first started out in retail when I was 16, I was like, this is not going to be of any use to me. I'm going to go to college. Did what I did, and now it's like a lover. It keeps on drawing me back in. I'm like, oh man, I can't run away. So here I am again.
It's in the blood. It's
Yeah.
in the blood. And
Yes.
I've never worked retail, but one of my very, very dearest best friends, we've been friends since we were teenagers. She's always been retail. So in my mind, I've always worked retail because I've been to every shop, every store that she's ever managed or run. We used to do fashion shows together. So in my mind, I've worked in retail for years, but I've never actually been behind the counter. But it's a fabulous industry to be in, and
Yeah.
especially now for doing what we do. You
It's
know.
tremendous change and growth because now we are not, because of everything that's going on in the world, we're not at that typical point where we go into the big box stores. Now we're shopping from home. Amazon, eBay, our Poshmark, other companies, that's our life now. So
Right, right. Man, it's so true. And let me ask, okay, so I've asked you all the regular questions. Does anyone out here have any questions for Miss Shannon? And hi, Nora. Hi, Rhonda. Thank you for coming. And hi,
hello,
Marina.
thank you, ladies, for joining in today. That is so awesome.
Yeah. Does anyone have a question? We're sitting here on top of all of this knowledge. If you want, use the question feature and we can, I'll let Shannon know and she can give us an answer. Let me scroll up real quick. This is also new to me, this whole Instagram of it all. But I'm learning. I am learning. There we are. Okay, so nope, we've got everybody's comments. Okay. Well, did I lose you?
Quickly.
There she is. Okay, are you ready for the rapid fire round?
Sure.
Is your son coming in? He can say hi.
Daddy banned him from the closet.
Oh, okay.
Not while mom's on the phone.
Oh. Michelle has a question. What? She kind of answered that too. I kind of have a feeling that she's going to know what the answer is. Well, where do you like to source the most? That's because you're over there hiding in that closet. Rhonda, we have us another closet lover. We're going to have her on Closet Confessionals. I mean, classic confessionals, classic conversations. Let's see here. Oh, there you go. Well, she was having a little technical difficulties. As soon as she comes back on, I'll bring her in. And let me see, I have, okay. All right, Tara, when she comes back in, I'm going to ask her your question as well. Here she is. All right. Hi, Amara. Thanks for joining.
Hello. Kind of lost you
There you go. There you go. You're back with us. I've got a couple of questions from the audience for you. So
Okay.
while you were gone, Michelle would like to know, what is your favorite place to source the most? Where do you like to source the most?
I like St. Vincent de Paul. Right, is because of a couple of reasons. It's right up the driveway for me. Also, too, the prices are cheaper than the Goodwills here because they started raising their prices for everything. So
Yeah,
find a better quality of stuff at the Goodwill. I mean, at St.
at
Vinny's.
Vincent de Paul. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And let's see here. Tara wants to know how, and that's a loaded question, girl, but how do you get started reselling?
Oh my! I
I
just
say
look
you
for
I say you download the app and get to the list of something, but
right. What I just did was I jumped in both feet first. I didn't really have a rhyme or reason or anything to that. I just said, okay, I'll try this, and if it fits, then I'll keep doing it.
there you go.
So I
And
really
that's, I mean,
didn't.
Tara, let me tell you, it's so easy now in this day and age that we have all of the apps and everything,
Mm-hmm.
where, before, when I started, you had to have a computer. Everything was
Yeah.
right there. There was no, oh, let me just grab my phone and answer someone's question. There was none of that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you just jump back in. Hi, Alicia. That's my sister that just jumped on the line there. How you doing, love?
Hi, ladies. If you're just now joining,
Okay, so we don't have any more questions. Let me ask you your 5 rapid fire questions. Are you
all right.
ready? Okay. Coffee, tea, or hot chocolate?
Coffee all day.
Sneakers or high heels?
Sneakers.
Okay. Bike or car?
Car.
Okay. And beach or woods or, nature?
Beach.
And did you like, yes or no, coming on the Fast Five?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There
Yes.
you go. Well, thank you. See, that wasn't that hard, right?
Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Yeah. And you guys out there, anyone that would love to come on, I would love to have you. You simply go to the link in my bio and click it. Miss Shannon did, and I'll get in contact with you and we'll set up the date for you to come on. It's every Saturday at 4 o'clock, like you came on. And I just ask you 15 questions. We get to know you a little bit. We get to answer a little questions, and we get to have us a little bit of fun. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to be a reseller. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, Alicia. You don't have to be a reseller. Any industry. I just like to talk to people that are their own entrepreneurs, okay? That are all doing, we're all out here entrepreneuring, doing side hustles, app gigs or whatever you want to call it, getting our money. So any final questions before we go? All right, Alicia, I'm going to hold you to that. Because I know where to find you. Let me just check real quick. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any more questions. Everybody, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
And thank you for
Thank
coming on and sharing your knowledge with us. You
Thank
guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next week. And go to my YouTube channel. It's Bossy, just like this name here. I will be uploading all 3 of my videos no later than tomorrow. All right, but thanks again for coming. Y'all have a great
Thank you
day.
so much
You're welcome. You take care. Bye-bye.
as well. Thank you.